Oh my God, hello. We are allowed to open as of June 26th at 50% capacity. Norman is here with me instead of sending just a novel of an email because there seemed to be a lot of confusion in the last email as to like what was happening with people's appointments. So I figured I would make a video just to explain what the heck is going on. Okay, so this time around, it will be much the same as last time. I'm going to be rescheduling people in order of when their appointments were originally booked. So everyone that was in Reschedule Group 1 were originally booked in November of 2020. So Reschedule Group 1 was rescheduled into May, but obviously that didn't happen because of the third lockdown. So everyone that was in Reschedule Group 1 will be contacted first. Quickly, I have had next week booked off since last year. It is my partner's birthday. We're going camping, and I'm still going to do that. So I'm sorry to make you wait another week, but in the grand scheme of how long we've been dealing with this, what's another week? You know? So on July 6th is when I get back. I'll be spending that week contacting Reschedule Group 1 to reschedule their appointments into July, might trickle a little bit into August. If you are in Reschedule Group 1 and wanted to be proactive, you can totally send me your availability for the month of July and August if you want. If you were originally booked in December of 2020, you will be in my Reschedule Group 2. So Group 1 and Group 2 will likely be booked into July and August, maybe a little bit of September. But I just want to bring this up quickly because it is summertime. So when you get a fresh tattoo, you cannot go swimming or submerge your tattoo in any kind of water for at least 2 weeks. So that includes like a hot tub, a river, a lake, a pool, a stream, a bathtub, like any water. You cannot submerge it for at least 2 weeks. And you also do not want to have your fresh tattoo in direct sunlight for at least a month. Because it's summer, I know we've had a fucking shitty year and a half, that's for sure. So if you want to enjoy your summer and don't want to have to worry about having having to heal a tattoo, just let me know if you are in, again, Reschedule Group 1 or Group 2 and you want to postpone it until the fall. Just let me know. I can absolutely accommodate that, no problem whatsoever. If I haven't said this already, again, just going to be booking 1 month at a time again. I think it's easier, honestly, for everyone because people's workplaces change, your work schedule changes, school schedules change. Like if someone whose original appointment was booked into like May 2021, original appointment, if you're in school, like you don't know your schedule for school for January of next year yet, that kind of thing. So if I'm booking everything like the month before, I think everyone has a better idea of what their schedule looks like within the month. Does that make sense? What else did I want to touch on? People that need touch-ups. If I already had spoken with you just before the third lockdown about a touch-up appointment, you don't need to contact me again. I still have you on a list. So if you had not messaged me about needing a touch-up and you do want one or need one or aren't sure, for sure just send me an email with the subject line touch-up. I'm going to be rescheduling tattoo appointments first, and then if I have like a 2-hour tattoo, I would put like maybe 1 or 2 touch-ups in the afternoon following it, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of just going to be filtering in touch-ups as needed that way. I will get you in as soon as I possibly can, but there is definitely more of a priority for people that are waiting to actually get tattooed. I want to quickly touch on the difference between a consultation client and a bookings list client, because in my email, I think it was unclear to some people what that was. So if you had a booked date and you have not received a list of questions from me via text or email, then you are still a consult client. As far as I know, all of my consults that were originally booked from November to January have been done. So if you have received a list of questions from me and you've answered them and agreed to the rough price quote and said, yes, add me to the bookings list, your consultation is done and you are a bookings list client. If you haven't received a list of questions from me, then you're still a consult client. I believe I have like around 50 people left on my consult list, and your appointments would have originally been in February, March, or April. I still need to do those with you. So again, my priority again is getting people that are getting tattooed rescheduled in first. The remaining consult people that have not gotten a list of questions will receive a list of questions from me sometime in July. So don't panic. If you haven't heard from me, I'll be sending you that list of questions in July. If you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to consult anymore, totally fine. Just let me know. Like if I text you the list of questions and you're like, ooh, I don't want to do this anymore. If you want to ghost me, you can. That's totally fine. Not a big deal. Or you can reply and be like, yeah, actually, I'm sorry. I just don't want to wait that long. I'll look elsewhere. If you want recommendations for people like other artists that might not be booking as far away as me, just ask. I'm more than happy to like recommend people to you guys, so that's not a problem at all. I will update my updates highlight on Instagram for like when I start contacting people that are waiting for their consultations. So just, you can check back there regularly to see where I'm at. So I'll put in like, just as an example, when I send a list of questions to people that had consults booked in the first week of February, I'll say in the updates highlight, there will be a story that says all people whose original consultations were booked within these dates in February have been sent their list of questions. So then you'll know where I'm at. If you check it and you're like, I thought my appointment was in the first week of February, I didn't get a message from Ariel or an email or a text or whatever, you can send me an email and be like, hey, I haven't heard from you. My email changed, or like maybe you missed me. I'm a human being, okay? I'm for sure going to miss people. Like it's just an inevitability. I have like so many hundreds of people that I'm trying to deal with right now. It's overwhelming. So don't take it as a personal offense. Just let me know and I will do everything I can to rectify that. Yeah, so that's consult clients. Bookings list clients. Again, this basically means people that either received a list of questions from me, answered them, agreed to the price quote, and said, yes, add me to the list. That is you. Or people who had sent me a submission form and their idea was straightforward enough where I said, you can skip the consultation because I have a very clear idea of what you want and we can just book a date right away. That's basically the other scenario. So basically anyone that I have asked, would you like me to add you to the bookings list if this price quote is okay? And you have said yes, then you're on the bookings list. So the bookings list people are literally just waiting for tattoo dates. Some of you, I do need to book in for measurement appointments or a fitting appointment. So basically what that means is if you want a tattoo that's in like a weird spot, or it's like, it has to be a very specific size, or I just need to see how big your body part is where it's going. So just as an example, if someone were getting a sleeve, everyone's arms are a different shape. So I do need people to come in so I can map out how much space I have to work with. Or let's say someone wanted their elbow tattooed, but they have, or anywhere, honestly, anywhere. If you have other tattoos around the space that I need to put the tattoo, then I need to know how big that space actually is. I have November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July that were pre-booked before the lockdown, okay, that I have to shuffle with November starting in now, essentially. So 9 months from now, I believe is March 2022. So that's where my already booked people end at. And all of my bookings list people will start being booked in for their tattoos either in or after March 2022. I'm so sorry, genuinely, that it is so far away. I'm sure people that are like, oh, but I'm a consult client, what the heck does that mean? Once we do your consultation, if you agree to the price quote and you still want to go through with it, then you'll just be added to the bookings list. So once I get through all of my consults, you'll all just become bookings list people. And that just means that you're waiting for your tattoo dates, like your actual tattoo dates, if you need plural, multiple words. Oh God. Okay. So those of you that have consultations and will eventually be on the bookings list, and those of you that are on the bookings list, none of you have put down deposits. And I'm not going to ask for deposits until I can actually give you dates. I don't think that's fair. So you are more than welcome to back out. I'm not going to be able to start booking people on the bookings list until March 2022. And there's 200 people on the bookings list right now. So you're still like, if you're at the lower end of the bookings list, you're probably still going to be waiting for several months after March 2022 to actually get tattooed, if I'm being realistic. And I'm trying to be as real as possible with you guys, because I would rather just be transparent and not be like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, some people want to get tattooed right now and I can't fulfill that. I just can't. So if you are on the bookings list and you're like, there's no way in hell I'm waiting until March 2022, please just let me know and I'll just take your name off the list. And it's not an issue. I'm not mad at you literally at all in the slightest bit. Like, I might feel the same way if I were in your position, honestly. And again, if you want recommendations of other people that you could reach out to, totally cool with me as well. I won't harbor any resentment. I want everyone to get like the best possible result for their piece. Those of you that are on the bookings list, you will not, and I'm just trying to be honest, you won't hear from me until at least March 2022 for dates. That's it. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you. It's just, I'm not going to have answers for you. I'm only booking 1 month out at a time. Like, I'm going in chronological order starting in November 2020 of people that had deposit booked tattoos and working my way through all of that. So we still have lots of waiting to do, but this is completely out of my hands. I'm one person. I can't just machine through all of like hundreds of people in a month, you know? Like, it's not possible. If at any point you haven't heard from me, but you don't know where I am, like what month I'm rescheduling, just check the updates highlight on my Instagram page. I will literally be updating that as frequently as I possibly can, so that everything's accurate, so that everyone knows where I'm at, because I just straight up, I don't have the mental capacity to reply to every single person that decides to email me and ask when they're going to be rescheduled. Like, I don't have the capacity to deal with that. Because if you think about it, like, just to put my job into perspective for all of you, because I have to assume that like most people don't know this, like, so during the day I'm tattooing or drawing or doing a touch-up. Then when I go home, I don't get to just go home. I usually am answering emails or I am drawing until I fall asleep. And then I wake up and I go back to work, and then it just repeats. I'm going to have specific days set aside for answering emails. As of right now, it will be Mondays and Thursdays. As of right now, and I will update my auto reply and my Instagram if that ever changes. So then you know when you can expect a response from me. My work phone, I think most of you should have it. I only give it out to people that I have appointments booked with. So no, please don't give my work phone number to your friends. Just don't do it. I'm a pretty private person, so having the work phone was an alternative to giving out my personal phone number to strangers, essentially. So it's not like it's literally a work phone. So I will only use it during the hours that I say I'm going to be communicating with people. I'm not going to reply within 30 seconds. I know I've asked for your patience repeatedly and often, especially in the last year. And I feel like I'm finally at a point where I have a good plan where I can manage everything so long as everyone else like understands what I'm doing and understands that like I'm not going to answer you if you're on the bookings list and you ask when your appointment's going to be. I'm not going to answer you unless I've messaged you asking you for your availability and it's March 2022. You know? I'm one person that has a neurodivergent brain and mental illnesses, so take it easy on me. I think that pretty much covers it. So everyone will be booked in chronological order. People on the bookings list will not hear from me about tattoo dates until March 2022. If you don't want to get tattooed anymore because of that, let me know. I won't be mad at you. I completely understand. Genuinely, it is so fine. And if you do want to wait, I wish I could give you all trophies. Okay. I'm on vacation next week. So basically from now until July 6th. The week of July 6th, I'll be contacting everyone in Reschedule Group 1. And then we'll just keep trucking on forwards that way. If you ever are confused as to what is going on, you can watch this video or you can check my updates highlight on Instagram, and all the information you need should be there. And that's that. I'm gonna stop talking with my face now. This is what you all have to look forward to whenever you get tattooed by me. Just not knowing when to stop talking or what I'm saying ever. Okay.